This is a CC Radio podcast.
Welcome to Comic Confidential, the weekly show where we discuss our favourite things from popular culture. My name is Rachel.
My name is Troy.
My name is Amy.
And this week we are talking about superheroes.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally.
Might I add.
Are you surprised? I am.
Me too. A bloody podcast with comic in the name, and I don't even know if we've spoken about superheroes yet.
There's
I'm
a
sure we
first
have.
time for everything.
Yeah, of course. Yes, we need to bring the superhero life into this world.
Into this world. We can talk about comics? No.
No.
I mean,
No,
we
sir.
can
Get
talk
outta here
about
with that.
comics, but I've got no fucking clue when it comes to them. So
Excellent. Welcome to Comic Confidential, Rachel. None of us do.
Nah.
Look, we are going to be talking about superheroes in the way that it's like 60-minute superheroes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So if you could be any superhero for 60 minutes, what would you be? Who would you be? Why would you be it? What would you do if you were that person? And maybe what are the ramifications when everything wears off once you're done?
Juicy. That's a
Juicy.
good one.
That's a good one. Just thought of it. Just came
On the
to me
fly.
on the fly. Yeah, so we'll that's what we're going to do.
all right.
All right. So who wants to go first? I'm going to point at one of you. That's not me, and it's going to be Rachel.
It's going to be Rachel.
It's going to be Rachel.
Rachel's got absolutely no idea. All right.
I feel like there's an obvious choice.
Well, okay.
And if you say the wrong thing,
And
you're
if
wrong.
I say the wrong thing, Troy's going to judge me hard.
He's just going to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like it would make the most sense for me to say Wonder Woman.
Oh, get out.
Wrong.
Wrong.
No.
You're wrong. No.
All right.
No.
Well, who would I be for 60 minutes, Troy?
To be
Please
fair, I
tell
was
me.
actually going to say Wonder Woman. So it works perfectly.
Yeah, I would be Wonder Woman
Okay,
Yeah.
but why would you be Wonder Woman?
because I want to wear that outfit.
Okay.
Any one of them, pick one, I want to wear it.
Any one of them.
Yeah.
Any one of the one outfit she wears. Or do you mean her own personal outfits
own
as well?
personal
She is very
outfits as
stylish.
Diana.
She's a fashionista.
That white number that she wears in Wonder Woman 84,
Oof.
I want it on my body and I want my body to be her body.
Yeah. She
That-
is banging.
Old
She's-
school man suit from Wonder Woman 1.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So basically the premise of this, I guess we should probably get into a little bit more, is that you have the powers of this superhero
Okay, so I don't actually get to
for
be her.
60 minutes.
60
No.
minutes only you can be her.
60 minutes only. So, look,
Okay.
you can't be necessarily Wonder Woman herself.
Okay, that's fine. I would still fly.
Okay.
That's the only requirement. She
I
has
would
to be able to fly.
I would still fly and I would still probably go up to some motherfuckers and make them tell me the truth
Oof. With your lasso
with my lasso
of justice.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's truth.
And I would probably do I get the wrist
Cuffs?
things?
Yeah.
The gauntlets, that's what they call. Do I get the gauntlets?
The wristy cuffs.
Yeah, the wristicuffs.
Yes. You get
get all
everything
of
that she's got.
And I'm just going to find, you know what I'm going to do? Oh my God, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to fly around. This is how I'm going to use my hour.
I'm liking it.
And you are welcome to every customer service worker out there. I'm going to use my hour and I'm going to fly around. I'm going to round up all the Karens.
Okay.
All of the Karens. I'm going to round them up. I'm going to lasso all of them. I'm going to make them tell the truth about the service they received.
Yep.
Because like they're always like, I was waiting for 40 minutes. It was never 40 minutes.
It was a minute.
It was 10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
All right.
Calm down,
So
Karen.
they are going to tell the truth about the service they received and the quality of whatever product it was that they were purchasing.
Yeah.
And then just for shits and giggles, I'm going to gauntlet them.
Jesus.
And then all the Karens just fly off into space.
Yeah.
See ya.
No, it just knocks them out a bit. They'll be fine.
Just knocks them out a bit.
They'll be fine.
Well, look, that's a very noble way to use your powers.
It's
let me
much
tell
better
you.
than what mine's going to be.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of put on the spot.
I just want to swim in the ocean.
But you know what? I'm
Sounds
not going to
like
go
a
back on it
lie.
now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be Wonder Woman, and I'm going to get justice
For all the customer
for all the
service.
customer
For all the
service
customer
workers
service
out
workers.
there. God bless you all. Hestia, bless you all. Zeus, bless you all.
In the
Amen.
name of Zeus, amen.
I mean,
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
So, ramifications-wise here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there'll be none.
Just
the
no
Karens-
ramifications.
Yeah.
no.
I don't think it's out. There's no
There's
bad.
no ramifications.
No.
There's no bad.
The
thing.
Karens will be too scared to
No.
be Karens anymore, and they'll just become like Kates. I don't know.
Or
But just-
maybe they will form a super Karen.
Maybe
They just
it's
all
like
merge
it's like
together.
Cheetah
yeah.
from Wonder Woman '84,
Yeah.
but it's just one giant Cameron.
One giant Karen.
Cameron. Is Cameron the
Cameron
male
Diaz.
version of Karen?
No.
Can we
I've heard many names. So there's been Matthew,
Matthew's
Yeah.
a good one.
Chad.
Chad,
Chad. No one's
Greg.
called
Brian.
Chad.
Brian.
was the other
Brian.
Brian.
Okay. How many Brians do you actually know?
Shut up, Brian.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Classic
any Karens
Brian.
either.
Classic Brian thing to say.
one. Sorry.
So I just want to get this clear.
Yeah.
You get to be Wonder Woman for an hour.
Yeah.
And you're going to spend all your time with Karens,
No.
Making them respect.
making them respect.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm
please.
going to spend all of my time getting justice.
Okay.
At the end of it all, she's going to be like, "Justice is served," and then all
That's
her powers
right.
go away, and she walks away into the night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
If I've got time left over, I might just, I don't know, fly around for a bit.
Just have a look.
Yeah, just fly around for a
Hey,
bit.
Rachel, what are you doing?
Enjoy
Just
it,
having a look.
just having a look. Just waiting for a mate. Just fly around for a bit.
Cool. All right.
I like
Yeah,
it.
join some interrogations. You know, just like drop in on some interrogations. Be like, "Can I use my left
What's up?
eye,
They'll be
mate?"
like, "Who the hell are you?" And you'd be like, "Wonder Woman."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "No, you're not." You'd be
Don't
like, "Look
lie.
at this thing that I can do with these gauntlets." Boom, and they just
Boom.
gauntlet everyone.
Yeah.
Dead.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've determined what I would do.
Who would you be?
Okay. I will be Batman.
The shittest one.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Not for any of his powers.
Because
just
He
for
doesn't have any.
His power is that he's rich. Correct me if I'm wrong.
he is rich.
That is what Ben Affleck said once.
His power is that he's rich. He has a heap of cool toys.
He does.
He lives in this fucking awesome mansion.
Yep.
So I would.
Do you want to be
just-
Bruce Wayne or Batman?
I want to be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I rescind it. I would like to be Bruce Wayne. I would just have the best fun for 60 minutes and pray to God that no villains tried to attack because Batman has no powers. I would just transfer myself all of the money out of Bruce Wayne's account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep that money
Yeah.
because money lasts longer than 60 minutes.
It does. So, most of the
Boom!
time.
I've foiled all your plans. I will be Bruce Wayne and I will just have a great time.
How do you explain that to the tax man?
I'd say Bruce Wayne, he did it.
He did it.
It was
Go
a
and see him.
donation.
It was a donation from my mate Bruce.
From
Yeah.
mate Bruce.
Brucey.
Meanwhile, Bruce is actually crying in the corner.
Yeah.
Because he's now destitute.
He's probably coming to kill me.
Yeah, he's
I've
probably.
become a villain.
Oh my
He's
God,
joined
yeah.
the Karens, the
Ooh.
super Karens.
The super Karens, the merged
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just really spend up big for 60 minutes and do all of the things.
So
that
you're not
I've
going to do
always
anything
wanted.
like
Nah.
superhero-y.
Nah.
You're just like, I'm going to online shop.
I might buy myself some things that would assist me to become a superhero,
Yeah.
like cool outfits, weapons,
Yeah.
things like that. A house, a lair, a Batmobile.
A lair.
Batmobile, check. An
A
Alfred.
secret
Check.
volcano
And you're going to buy an
lair.
old man.
An old man.
Buy an old
Check.
man.
An orphan. Check.
An orphan.
Done.
A robin. And have them do all of my
Not the
things.
bird.
Not
The
the bird.
person, the child.
The person. Maybe Nightwing because he was cooler.
I don't think you can just buy
a
night.
really,
I think I
Although,
can.
a
you probably
really
could.
quick aside. We have Disney Plus at home, and you make your little
We all
profiles.
do.
Yeah.
We all
You
do
make your
Richie
little
Rich.
profiles, and my kids have this obsession with changing the name of their profile and changing the picture and everything.
Sure.
So I logged on to Disney Plus the other day. Lo and behold, one of the profiles is just called Dick, and I was ready to be so mad at my kids. And so innocently, my youngest looks at me and goes, "Dick Grayson."
Oh, he planned
And I was
that.
like, mate, I can't
knew
even
what
be
was
mad
happening.
now.
He did.
He knew what
It's
was
like,
happening.
Mum's found out. Quick, lie.
No,
Anyway.
there's
The next
no
one's
way.
pussy and is a Catwoman.
Oh, no.
Mine's just the Hulk, by the way, if anyone
yeah.
cares what my
What
Disney
would
Plus
you
avatar
do
is.
as the Hulk?
Oh, no,
No,
that's my
he's
Disney
Avatar.
Plus avatar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just smash the shit out of it.
What the fuck, Troy?
Got
Mine's
nothing-
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Mine's Ariel.
Oh,
course.
yeah, whatever. You guys
Wow.
with you guys with your actual
Fucking
Disney.
Can I,
Judgment.
as an
Just-
aside, with nothing?
Okay. All right, pal.
No, okay, I will rescind that.
Rachel's been drinking
Yeah.
water.
That was a coaster. As an aside to everything we're discussing and nothing in relation to this episode at all, I finally watched Mulan, the live action.
Oh, yes. Okay, can we discuss this for a sec?
Were
All right.
you disappointed, and why is your answer yes?
Okay, so it's definitely not Disney Mulan, right? Because there's
no dragon. There's no Mushu.
No Mushu. There's no singing. I made my husband watch it with me, and he was like, oh, I hate musicals. I'm like, it's not a musical, mate.
No one's singing.
And I know you're disappointed. However, I did not hate the movie as a movie, if that makes sense. I was
Right.
like, oh, it's a bit enjoyable. There's some fun stuff, blah, blah, blah. But in my mind, the whole time, I accepted the fact that it just wasn't Disney's Mulan. It was just a cool story.
Yeah.
My story with Milan is
Yes.
that we had been waiting for it for ages to become free.
Yes, so do I.
Yeah.
Was not watching it
Because
to
I'm
pay
like,
for it.
not paying $35, pal.
You could take that, Disney. I pay you a monthly subscription.
Oh, yeah, me too, definitely. But with it, we finally watched it. Well, we sat down to watch it, and my partner she's a not like a Disney nut like you two are Disney nuts, but she's definitely into Disney and the
Yeah.
classic Disney movies and all that
Yeah,
sort
of
of
course.
stuff, right? We got about 15 minutes in and said no.
Yeah.
And
not for me.
we knew that it was not going to be a musical. We knew there was no Mushu, no Eddie Murphy dragons
No.
in it or anything like that. We knew that was happening, but it was just it was just very shit.
Yeah, look, it's super cliched, and you can pick everything that's going to happen.
When
Yeah.
the kid really poorly kind of jumped onto the roof and then off the roof and then slid on that
yes.
pole, and I'm
That
like,
was
they're trying to
terrible.
make like a Jet Li movie.
Do you
sort
know
of
Jet
happen
Li
here.
is in that movie? Jet Li is the
Why did I say?
Jet Li's
Donnie
the
Yen's in
emperor.
that movie as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All the cool people. Is
Yeah.
Jackie Chan in it?
No.
No, get out of here then.
Yeah, I was like,
I want nothing
I
to do with
object.
it.
Take it back.
How can you have a movie with Jet Li, Donnie Yen, and no Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
That's why it was shit.
Jackie Chan could have been fucking
Mushu.
Disney.
But like as Jackie Chan. He's not even a dragon or anything.
Just
It's
a
just,
tiny
Jackie Chan
It's
is
just-
always just
it's just
Jackie
a tiny
Chan.
Jackie Chan just running around
Yeah.
like just being
Anyway.
crazy.
So look,
Yeah, wasn't a fan.
I wasn't impressed, but I was like, whatever. It's just a bit of a movie that you can sit down and watch. There was some parts where I was genuinely like, yeah, Mulan, get it. And then other parts where I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
What got to me was that it wasn't a musical, but then they alluded to the musical numbers in
musical.
the score.
Yes.
And I was like, don't you do that to me.
Oh.
How
Like,
dare you?
yeah, you
I
wouldn't know
was,
you
it
didn't
was
get
the
that far.
Didn't get that
it
far.
was
Didn't
the
even see Jet
pointing
Li.
and the cat meme. That
Oh,
I was
yeah.
the angry pointing
Oh,
lady,
who's
and
the cat?
Mulan was the cat.
It's just the cat. Just meowing the score
The
back.
Meow, meow,
TV
meow, meow.
was the cat. Like, what did I do?
At least it's better than the Lion King's effort, right? Because that wasn't really an effort. That was just like a shot for shot
Exactly the same
Yeah.
thing.
redoing of the
I
same
would've
thing.
just
So at least
preferred-
they tried something different. I
Like-
get it.
I will say I cried in the remake of The Lion King, but that's just because I was very emotional at the time, and Mufasa dying gets me every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's more to do with the actual Lion King, not so much with the...
It's the story.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys get me. Anyway, I've derailed this whole episode.
I don't even know what we're talking about. Is it the
We're
Lion
talking
King
about-
episode?
We're talking about
Okay.
Batman.
Oh, okay,
So-
Batman.
Listen, Amy, I'm just going to say it. That's a cop out because he's not a superhero.
Okay, great.
Also, you're
And
not even trying to be the superhero. You're trying to be the guy
I knew you
pretending
guys
to be
would
the
say
superhero.
that, and I just wanted to get that out there to be like, that would be my preference. However, I did think of a second option.
Okay.
Which would be, now, this is why I didn't click it because
Didn't click it.
You
know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
I would like to have been someone like Nightcrawler to use the teleportation. However, I do not want to be Nightcrawler because that would be scary.
Because you're purple.
Yeah.
Who wants to be purple?
No one.
What are we? Bloody Barney the
Thanos?
dinosaur?
What's that girl's name from Willy Wonka that gets turned purple?
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah. Oh, that
Makes
was
sense.
easy, Amy. Good one. So then I was racking my brain the whole time to be like, who else can teleport that I could be them, but I couldn't really think of anybody. So
Well, Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, there's quite. Well, Kitty Pryde's more like
She
she can
walks through
phase
walls.
through stuff.
Okay.
So I would like to be able to
True.
teleport to somewhere else and see things I've never seen before, and then be like, "Bam, I'm back."
Well, I think the thing with his power is he can only, and I think they establish this more in Dark Phoenix than anything else, is that he
I've
can.
not seen Dark Phoenix.
Well, mate, let me school you
Okay, great.
on how his powers work.
on this masterpiece of a film.
I've heard it's terrible.
Look,
Anyway,
it is not great, but it's not.
We're talking
You
about
know, it's not
not
the
great
worst
movies.
thing. But we're not here to talk about bloody Dark Phoenix and how shit it is and why it kind of ruined everything for us. And then we got New Mutants, like we thought it was going to get better somehow, and
It didn't.
it just got worse. And
got so much
now we're all
worse.
depressed and talking about the X-Men movies.
as we cry in a corner. So is it his? He has to have seen where he's been. Is
Yeah,
that
look,
him?
it's
Okay.
and it's I think what they sort of say in Dark Phoenix, I think, and hey, the internet will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of like a line of sight thing as well, because when they see
Oh.
the shuttle, that's kind of like
Far away.
far away. As long as he can see it, like he can get there. But even if it's a bit of a bigger jump, so when you see him, like if he's falling from something, he can like teleport from one section to the next section to the next section to the next section.
Okay.
I guess until he can see something that he can land on or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
So
Well,
I don't know how it works.
He can't just.
Go to Europe or something.
Yeah, you can't just teleport and go. Oh,
Bam, I'm here.
Bam, I'm here. I'm in Europe now. Hey, I'm in Italy.
Pasta.
Yeah.
That's all I want, to be able to go to Italy and eat the pasta on the Amalfi Coast. Well, I need somebody who has.
You can do that with that Bruce Wayne
ability.
money.
Hey, you guys told me I couldn't have the Bruce Wayne money.
Yeah.
So now I will just have to be Nightcrawler. And
You
I guess-
have to be
and
Nightcrawler
accept.
now.
Teleportation would be the superpower I would pick anyway, if I could have any superpower.
That's
So-
not what this episode is, pal.
But I'm saying.
It's not which superpower do you want?
And now you're purple.
Anyway,
Now you're purple. You did it.
whatever.
Yeah, didn't
Fine. Ramifications, I'm purple.
Yeah.
Move on. Troy.
You're now the bloody Hamburglar. No, what's the other one?
Grimace.
Oh. But I don't want to be Grimace.
Well, you are.
You tried to be Bruce
This is
Wayne,
what
and
happens.
now you're
You
Grimace.
ended up
I
Grimace.
really thought I would debate myself into being Bruce Wayne.
No,
Anyway. whatever.
Incorrect.
having none of it.
Oh, you know what time it is? It's time for an ad. And we're back.
I love ads.
Most ridiculous.
I love ads.
Hey, we're not going to spoil how any of this works to the people who don't podcast or haven't ever been in a room with
absolutely not.
podcasters. But
Yeah.
literally, the people who do the ad come into the room with us
Yeah.
and they do it and then they leave.
And
We
that's
switch all the
what's so
equipment.
ridiculous about it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a lot of whispering in the background that we edit out, which is just fuck, like people dropping shit and then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
come back.
Pretty much. But it's my turn.
It is.
This is where we're
fine.
up to. We're up
You've
to
told me
my
I can't
turn.
have anything I want, so
No,
over to you.
no, Amy. You get your teleportation, but it has to be in line of sight, and you're purple.
Fucking
And you're
fine.
Grimace.
Whatever.
Could you imagine if you replaced Nightcrawler from the X-Men with Grimace and just kept the same movie?
That would be excellent. Someone do that who has that ability.
That's it. That's got to be a thing. It's like replace a main character with Grimace and everyone else stays the same.
So, okay, so listeners out there, tell us what movie you would just insert Grimace into and which character you would replace with Grimace.
The perfect example, John Wick. Grimace is John Wick
Yeah. Exactly.
and everyone else is normal.
I love that.
Exactly.
That would be
Titanic.
fucking, I would watch that movie.
Absolutely.
Which
I
one's
love
Titanic?
Titanic and Grimace is Rose.
Rose. And she's
She just floats by herself.
can't
Just
you like
the
one of your
wheel.
French girls.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Grimace titties. Nah, this is going somewhere.
No, it's just Grimace.
All right. Look, me, I hear you ask,
Yes.
Troy. would
Yes.
you?
Yeah,
I
we said
thought
that.
you were Hulk,
Yeah.
but that was just
No,
your
that was-
profile.
that's just my Disney
You got
avatar,
two.
pal. I would be, and this is, it's the guy who has been made the most fun of in the history of all the major superheroes.
The Green Lantern.
For second to him,
Is it Superman?
no one makes fun of Superman.
I love him.
I love Superman. People.
It is
Okay.
Aquaman.
Oh,
Everyone's always like, "Oh, Aquaman's
that's a good
like,
one.
You can't even fucking
Can I
do
have
anything."
Aquaman?
No, you
No,
get out of here,
Amy.
Grimace.
Man. I suck with no preparation.
Okay.
I wish you could see Amy's water bottle because it's almost
It's
looks
Grimace.
exactly like
It's
Grimace.
Grimace.
He even talks like Grimace.
So look, Aquaman, think about it for a sec. 60 minutes
Yeah.
to just dive in the ocean, swim around, and just talk to plankton and whatnot. You probably wouldn't want to talk to plankton.
So-
I think
Dolphins
that's what, but
or
you know,
like
you could,
anything.
you could talk to dolphins,
It would
whales.
be essentially an episode
crustaceans.
of SpongeBob.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But no one would be living in a pineapple under the sea.
You don't
You'd be-
know.
You'd be just be
You don't
cruising
know that.
around.
Going to Atlantis.
Maybe it'd be a little bit more like a Little Mermaid. You know, with like Sebastian the crab and stuff, and everybody would be singing. Maybe I don't know if animals
You're trying
sing
to lure
like.
me in and it's working.
You said something about the Little Mermaid.
But you know what I mean? Like
That's a
think
good
about
one.
how cool that would be just to see what happens, and it could turn out that sea creatures are fucking dumb or completely dull and boring, and you're just like, well, fuck, I've just wasted 60 minutes, haven't I?
You're
I
sitting
would
on the bottom of the ocean
imagine if
like,
they were like
fuck.
either the most boring dinner guest or like they were completely condescending know-it-alls.
Yeah, it's like a dolphin rocks up and you're like, God damn it, Steve. If you tell me about your tax returns and how quickly you got them in this year, one more time, pal, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could be like that. They could be really cool. We don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's be Aquaman for 60 minutes.
that's a good one.
What would be the ramifications of that?
Nothing. What could possibly... Maybe I make some lifelong friends that I can no longer talk to.
He's out
And
fishing
you
one day and
miss
he
them.
catches a fish. He's like,
Oh,
Brian.
no.
This
And
one,
he-
this
back
one
he
looks
goes.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would never be able to eat seafood again.
You could never eat seafood again because
Never.
you've established relationships with these things.
Yeah.
I don't like seafood.
Me too. So it'd be hard. Maybe that would be
The
maybe
ramifications.
that's
That's your
the ramifications is
ramification.
that I would have to give up seafood or potentially eat my friends, which I'm not against. I'm
Handy
not.
to know. Okay.
Ariel
Right.
did it too. So
Exactly,
You'd
yeah.
just
Yeah,
be
well,
We've
in good
established
company.
that she's well into cannibalism.
Yep.
So that would be my thing. I guess that would be the only real ramifications.
feel
Maybe I'd have real pruny skin for being under the ocean. Maybe I'd blocked ears. Maybe I'd get the bends.
You'd get wicked ear infection from that, mate.
I'd probably get a wicked ear infection.
But
Yeah.
you've got Aquaman's powers, right? So surely he's immune to ear infection.
No, he gets ear infections all the time.
Damn it.
All the
You just
time.
don't see it. It's just
Swim
not
his
cool on a
ears
comic book panel
constant.
to have him in there like
And he's got athlete's foot too, just because.
just
Okay.
just because.
Yeah, just
Nothing to do with being in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's just an injury that he's
Because
had.
he's constantly moist.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Moist.
Moist in that suit.
Yeah.
Um,
So the tinny is just unbelievable.
Does anyone remember the movie Aquaman? Obviously, it only came out a couple of years ago. But
Hang on, I'll just go back through my memory
Yeah.
and let me. Yeah, I did.
2017. Yes, I remember it well.
Yeah.
The suit just appeared on him, didn't it? When he got the trident finally.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
like
it did.
did that cool thing that suits do.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's yeah,
Just wanted to point that out.
it's straight up aqua Elsed onto his body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
It is. Could you imagine getting into that suit? We need to talk about that. How inconvenient is the right word? It would be having to get dressed as a superhero.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, yes. Now, the bigger question is traditional Superman, classic Superman, if you will, with the undies
Undies
on
on
the
the
outside.
outside.
No,
Is that a choice? Whose choice was that?
that was a terrible choice.
It was a terrible
decided it.
choice.
That was his choice.
It was his choice. It has to be his choice, right? At worst, it's his mum saying, "This is how you're leaving the house. I made
Yeah.
this suit for you, so you're also
Maybe
got
it's
jocks on
because
it."
he's an alien. Let's be real.
Yeah,
And he still doesn't quite understand fashion because he's just a small town Texas boy, right? Texas?
he's not from
Kansas?
Texas, but yeah.
Smallville, wherever he is. He's just a small town Smallville
Just
boy.
a small town boy.
Yeah.
Sleeping in Dome. Anyway.
You guys sing a lot.
We do.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he
Correct.
still doesn't quite understand fashion. And he just remembers all the time that Martha was like, Clark, wear clean underwear. So he's put them on display so that his mother can see that
Yeah.
they're clean.
Well, she never specified where to wear the clean underwear.
Exactly.
He could
So
have
he's
put them
just
on
like-
his head.
He could have.
That would have been
And we're
bad.
grateful that he didn't.
We are. I'm grateful that he no longer has them on the outside in more mainstream.
I'd be
Yeah.
more grateful if he didn't wear a suit at all.
Say.
Well, let's be real.
Okay.
Okay, let's be real for a sec.
Yeah.
We'd all rather it if it was just a naked Henry Cavill all the time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, if I could spend 60 minutes as any character from a superhero film, it would be Lois Lane, and I would get railed.
Whoa.
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clark, you, me, 60 minutes
We got
60
60 minutes.
minutes.
He's like, what are we going to do it 72 times?
at least.
Yeah.
Because he's like super
Super
fast
fast.
and, we've all been there. No need to rub it in. Yeah, cool. Excellent.
I think that's great.
Derailed.
Somehow I ended up with the worst ramifications in that I'm purple.
You
However-
ended up as Grimace, pal.
And your power doesn't even work the way you want it to.
Listen. At least it would be fun. I'd have a great 60 minutes.
You'd have a great 60
So
minutes.
you're just going to teleport around the house while you're purple.
Yeah, well, see, the problem is you can't teleport too far because you got to get back.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
60
you've only got
minutes.
60 minutes.
Yeah.
You could end
So
up
you can have 30 minutes in one direction
Yeah.
and then 30
Yeah.
back.
It's like when you go for a run. You're like, I'm going to run for like 30 minutes, right? And you're like, well, I can't just run straight for 30
Nah.
minutes.
No.
You got a time. You got to do 15 minutes there, and then you can do 15 minutes
Yeah,
back.
so
Yeah.
Somewhere
essentially
around home.
I'm going to Innisfail and
Yep.
then I'm coming home.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Good day. What a-
I'm going to get a pie from the bakery and then come home.
Yeah.
What a-
Meanwhile, I will be purple. This is terrible. I've made a terrible choice.
you have made a terrible choice.
I wanted to be Bruce Wayne.
You tried to cheat, Amy, and that's what you get.
This is what I get.
Does anybody else have any other choices?
I
And
mean,
does anybody want to throw anything out there?
being Superman would be fun.
Yeah, no, you can't be Superman. I'm just throwing it out.
Wait,
It's the
I'm not being anyone anymore. I'm being Amy, and that's it.
It's just the most. It's the most classic one, isn't it?
Well,
And, it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have all the powers in the world. You can't do that. Superman shit because of that. I like the character. It's fine. Henry Cavill's hot. We know. We established it. But Superman is just. It's a basic bitch character. Okay.
fine.
Okay.
I am a basic bitch, though.
That's fine. But regardless, you can't have that character.
So salty right now.
I'm so cross. Rachel, fine. Over to you, because all of my choices have been vetoed.
Another choice from me.
Oh look, if you've got one.
Sure. I'm going to say Professor Charles Xavier.
Wow. So you'd like to be effectively disabled for 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's you're
like
cool with
sitting
that.
in a
That's
chair.
okay.
He's going to use
Anyway.
Cerebro the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep, knew it.
I'm just going to go find people. For what purpose? I don't
Wow.
know.
You're just gonna peer into their
Peer
most
into their
inner,
world.
deep, dark thoughts. Ooh.
I'll be the
I'm going
Flash.
to learn all the
okay.
secrets.
Could
Oh,
have
here
said
we
that.
go.
You've had two choices, pal.
I'll be the Flash,
Why you want to be the Flash?
because he can run real quick.
Yep.
And I would just get so much shit done.
You'd probably get there quicker than if you were
They're teleporting,
teleporting
exactly.
30 meters down the road at a time.
Yeah, you could get further than Innisfail.
Absolutely.
You could easily get further. You would hope.
Absolutely.
There's
He's
a lot
the
of
fastest man
roadworks
alive.
between here and there, but you
Yeah, I
can
just
get through it.
run through the banana paddocks. Yeah, I'll be the Flash.
Cool. It wasn't your turn, but that's fine.
Troy, how about you?
No,
It was
I don't think we had finished.
No, I was Charles Xavier, and I'm just gonna.
And that's it. You just want to creep into
I'm gonna
people's.
creep not for the entire hour. I'm also gonna control people and make them do weird shit and freeze stuff and just be an all-round menace
She
for like
frees
an
me from
hour.
being able to run anywhere as the Flash, just to spite me.
Absolute, and turn her purple also.
Right.
I don't know if that's in Charles's powers, but I'm sure he can make it work. Make her hold her breath so she turns purple.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So regardless, you're not going anywhere, and you're purple.
I give up.
Deal with it, pal.
Fine. What about you, Troy? Have you got any others?
Look, this is a weird one.
Okay.
It
Okay.
could go down a very dark path. I don't know how this is going to go.
We've talked about
We'll
Grimace
make it
and
dark.
me dying almost, so we'll be fine.
Okay, because I want to touch on the dying part a little bit more.
Okay.
Not you, but just in general. Just in general, I would like to just for 60 minutes
Yeah.
to be like a Deadpool or like a Wolverine
Okay.
with that insane healing factor
Yeah.
where it's like
Oh, so you just want to injure yourself
almost
for a bit?
impossible to die. Yeah, I just want to self-harm.
To test the limits.
No, look, it'd honestly be like just to, exactly that. Just to, you could do absolutely anything. And if you fucked it up, there's honestly no ramifications for at least 60 minutes. Now, that's
true.
assuming that you have enough time to heal in that time. And it's never been discussed necessarily how long certain things take. If you take
That's true.
the Deadpool movie with the little baby legs, that took a few hours
Oh
to
my God. You just get to the end of the 60 minutes and have baby
Just
legs.
got baby
You're
legs.
stuck with baby
You're like,
legs.
well, I had a good run.
But did
I'll
you?
never run again, but I had a good run. But yeah, I just think it'd be cool to just be able to really sort of push the limits and just do some wild shit with next to no ramifications. Haven't you ever thought, look, this is where it's going to get dark.
Okay.
But like imagine you were just driving a car. And you're like, I'm just going to drive this car off this cliff.
I
Yeah.
have thought that so many times, and even
You-
like when
this is my point. Like, this is weird.
yeah,
because
and like when
you
you're
probably
holding a
shouldn't be
knife,
having
you're like,
these thoughts.
maybe I should just stab
Yeah,
myself.
I wonder what it'd feel like if I just stabbed myself a couple of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what it feels like because you never do it.
And you
right?
never would.
No, absolutely not.
And we're not.
Unless
look,
you were
this is-
Deadpool.
But
unless
the
you were Deadpool.
thoughts, they come.
That's right. They do. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We have.
But yeah, I think it.
Or maybe it's just like
Just
us
us in
three.
particular.
Look, it could be. Maybe being on this podcast leads us to some dark
Maybe.
dark
Maybe.
thoughts.
Maybe it does.
But anyway, I think it would be cool.
That is a good
Yeah,
one.
that
That's
would be
about it.
pretty cool.
You just cut your finger off, and it's like, just watch it grow back.
Yeah.
Fun times.
You'd
But
have
the
to be
pain,
very
you'd
strict
still
on the
feel
time
the
frame.
pain though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, you do. Like you feel the
Yeah,
pain.
no, I'm out.
But then you know what it feels
I
like.
don't
And you know what
want
it
the
feels
pa-
like.
Nah,
And then you wouldn't be
I'd rather
afraid of
not.
anything
Nah.
anymore because you're like, I've been stabbed, shot, cut, burned, etc.
Whatever.
Driven a car off a cliff like Thelma and Louise, except
Yeah.
survived.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. And you'd be like, nothing could hurt you in the sense of, be like, oh, I don't want to have to go to work. And it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
you
Touch on my
know
leg
what
off.
it feels like, and you just never want to feel
Do
that
anything
ever
again.
again. You're like,
Yeah,
you
you
just
just
end up
basically-
in a corner, fetal position.
Well,
Everything's out
would,
to get me.
That would probably be the ramifications of
Yes,
that. Is that, you
it's
just
all the trauma.
okay? Maybe I didn't think that one fully through.
Hey, look, I ended up as Grimace, so I think if anyone didn't think anything through, it's me.
It was you. That's
Yeah.
true.
Anyway, I think that's a good one. I think that would be great fun.
No,
Cool.
100%.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Look. Hey. Well, that's the question of the week, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to let us know which superhero you would be for 60 minutes, why, what the ramifications would be. I don't know how long you want to make this thing. Just let us know stuff.
Yeah,
That's
just,
all I
let,
care
just
about.
let us know. And like, honestly, you're already one step ahead of us because we literally had to think these up on the spot.
That's right.
And you've got all the
Yes.
time in the world.
You can do research.
yeah.
yeah. Imagine that.
And
Whoa.
don't end up
Crazy talk.
Grimace.
Listen, I tried real hard not to be Grimace, but anyway, whatever. I lost. It's fine. I accept defeat. However, if
However.
someone can write me a story of how I beat these two with my my
Grimace
options, please tell me, because I would love to.
I would love to know how it would be cooler
Yeah.
to be Grimace than Aquaman, say.
Yep.
Which I feel like with as much shit as Aquaman has gotten, it's probably pretty
Someone
easy.
will find a way,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
I'm living for it.
All right, but that is it. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like we're done here.
Yes.
Absolutely. We're going to be back next week with a brand new episode.
Absolutely.
So, what does everybody need to do?
They need to subscribe.
That's right. And where can they subscribe, Troy?
Oh, damn. I thought-
No, Grimace.
Shut up,
no
Grimace.
one's talking to you.
I'm out. See ya.
Grimace. Wah, wah.
Be quiet. Over to you, Troy.
Yeah, what was the question? Subscribe. You can subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you find your bloody podcast, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it? Leave us a review. Tell a friend about the show. Do whatever you want.
You can also email us, Amy. Where can they email us?
They can email us at comicconpod@gmail.com.
Shut up, Grimace.
Or if you want to get in on the action and actually interact with us one-on-one,
one v one.
one-on-one, you can search us in Facebook for the Comic Confidential listener community. Join in all of the fun. I'm there. Troy's there. Amy's there. That other guy's
Cade's
there.
He's
Cade's
there. Look, we also do have an Instagram and a Twitter.
Yes.
Mind you, that
Yes.
we're trying to be a little bit more active on those
We
things as
are.
well. Trying to reach out to people wherever we can.
Learning how to do that. Yes.
That Amy is learning on the job.
Yeah. One thing you should know about me is I'm real shit at thinking about superpowers on the spot, and I'm also terrible at social media.
Excellent.
Yes.
So you can search either of those, Twitter, Instagram. That's at Comic Con Pod. You can find us there. You can also check out some of the other great shows on the CC Radio Network, which we are a part of. And that is the Countdown Movie and TV Reviews podcast with Paul and Wayne, and the Believe Australian Paranormal and UFO Radio show.
I feel like
Guys-
Grimace could be on Believe.
He could
Yeah,
be.
well, he's definitely a something that's paranormal.
I feel like Grimace is almost hosting Believe
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
All you need to do if you want to check out any of those other shows on the CC Radio Network, you just, wherever you find your podcasts, is search CC Radio. That's CC Radio. I don't know how to spell it any other way.
The letter C.
The letter
twice,
C twice.
and then radio.
Oh, God.
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Look,
All right.
thanks for listening, everybody. As always, I'm Rachel.
I'm Troy.
And I'm Amy.
And this has been
Comic Confidential. Yes! I got in there in the end. I fucking won
Oh my
something.
God.
Grimace for life.
Grimace.